Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to continue our NFL predictions with the Green Bay Packers. And you could pretty much copy paste everything what happened to Green Bay last year and put it into this year. But for Green Bay, this team was, they were good. But I always felt like they were a tier below the elite, like the Eagles and the Lions this year. For one, the Packers stunk in divisional play. They were a block kick away of going winless in the division. Who would ever thought to have a team in the playoffs and go winless in the division? That would have been crazy to think about. But they did win one against the Bears, got swept by the Vikings, got swept by the Lions. But Packers, they're gonna have to improve in that area if they want to be successful in the NFL. It doesn't matter what you do outside of your division. If you don't perform within it, it's gonna eat you alive. And looking at their schedule, yes, they improved from 10-7 to 11-6, but again, 5 of their losses, all in the division. The only team that beat them outside of their division was the Philadelphia Eagles, and you could say that twice because they lost to them in the postseason. But everywhere else, I could pretty much chalk it up to a pretty easy schedule because they took on the AFC South, and that is not hard to do, as they've been one of the worst divisions for the last 3 years. And like I said about the postseason, they lost to the Philadelphia Eagles uh, for the second time this year. In that game, if I remember, they had opportunities to take take back the game, but they got off to a slow special team start, and once they got in that hole, it just kind of overwhelmed them. Hopefully, the Packers this year could take that step and join the Eagles and the Lions as the elite of the elite. Hopefully, the schedule says otherwise, but let's take a look at that. Okay, Green Bay, let's take a look at your schedule. And we're going to start this. Whoa. The first two games. Boom, boom. Lions and Commanders. One's like the Sunday afternoon game, the other is the Thursday night game. But given that Seattle has always, not Seattle, Green Bay has always tend to struggle against the Lions, especially when they're playing at home. I'm going to have to go with the Lions to win this one. Then week 2 against the Commanders. How about this? I got them 0-2 to start the season. But I do got them getting a win over Cleveland week 3. And then week 4, they're facing off a team that they own in the Dallas Cowboys, which I got them winning. And already an early bye week for them. That, for me, I am not a fan of teams that have early byes. Granted, the Philadelphia Eagles were able to take advantage of that, but still, it's not their video. But moving right along, we got the Cincinnati Bengals, week 6. And the Bengals, I don't know. Part of me want to believe in them, but part of me don't want to believe in them. But I'm going to go ahead and take Green Bay to win this one. Then week 7 against the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to take the Cardinals to win that one. But week 8, that's going to be the game everyone has now circled on their calendars. Aaron Rodgers versus the Green Bay Packers. At home, Sunday night. It's going to be rocking. But I got Green Bay winning on the road. I think Green Bay's going to have a pretty good road season this year. And I got them beating the Panthers week 9, heading back home. But week 10 and 11, I got them losing to the Eagles and for some reason the Giants. Which means they're going to only beat the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East. Because that's what always happens to them. Week 12, they got the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to go ahead and give them a win here. Because the Packers know they have to play better in the division if they want a chance. But week 13, we got a Thanksgiving game against the Lions. And this will be the Packers' 3rd year in a row playing on Thanksgiving. Can we just make them the 3rd team for Thanksgiving at this point? But anyway, since I already have them losing to the Lions week 1, I'm gonna give them the season split for this one. Now they got the team that they own, the Chicago Bears. And I think they're going to split the series this year. And that takes us to week 15. Denver Broncos, the Grossi Perna Bowl 2. And with this game being played in Denver, I'm going to go ahead and take the Broncos to win that one. Week 17 would be the Baltimore Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to be way too much for them to handle. And then week 18 against the Minnesota Vikings. And I might have to split that series up as well. So the Packers going to end the season on a 4-game losing streak. Got them going 8-9, which probably won't be enough for them to make the postseason. It happens, but I don't know, Green Bay. There's still some questions about this team that I have. But anyway, tell me what y'all think in the comments below.